In this training video, you're going to discover the recession-proof strategy for attracting better quality leads, creating more and easier sales conversations, and generating more sales in just a few minutes each week. I'm going to take you from where you are now in your business to a position where you're using email marketing and weekly emails to more consistently generate leads and generate sales without doing a load more work. Marketing is about one thing: attention. And in this short training video, I'm going to explain how over the past few years, I've helped dozens of business owners to grab the attention of their audiences. I'm going to share what we've done, how we've done it, and what we've learned so you can take the strategy and use it for your own business. And this strategy, by the way, works well for about 90% of businesses, so chances are it will work for yours. It's also extremely straightforward. There's no shiny new thing that I'm going to tell you about, just a different take on something you probably already know. But before I go through, let me introduce myself quickly. I'm Nick Fisher. I'm a copywriter and a marketer, and I'm a specialist client acquisition consultancy called Inc Marketing. I used to think that getting customers was difficult. All of the experts seem to use all sorts of different strategies, but each one would only work for a short amount of time, and I'd need to find something new to replace it. I know now that what they were doing was wrong. Marketing for customers is actually very simple. It's all about getting and keeping attention, and the easiest way to do that is by building a relationship with your prospects. Because the more your prospects know about you, the more likely they are to give you their attention. That's why we often see famous people on the covers of newspapers and magazines, and why you'll never ignore an email from a close friend, even as you delete 20 spam emails either side of it. Building a relationship with your audience is what helps to make your business recession-proof. And as I'm recording this training, we're about to enter a recession. There's no question of that. We might even have a second wave of the pandemic to look forward to in the second half of 2020, with all of the economic disruption that it will bring. And in times of uncertainty, people turn to the businesses and the people that they know, like, and trust. They don't go out and start relationships with people they're unfamiliar with. Now think about how well Amazon have done out of the lockdown we're coming out of. Everyone trusted them to deliver, so they spent more money with them than ever before. I know we were getting a couple of Amazon deliveries to the house every single day. So relationships create familiarity and trust, and that means it's easier to make sales. But becoming familiar is actually very straightforward. All you need to do is show up and keep showing up. And the most effective way to do that as a business is through regular email. And I know that's not groundbreaking news, but it's exactly what I've done over the last couple of years to help the businesses that I work with. And although it is simple, it's incredibly effective. Truth be told, you probably already know the bones of the strategy. Write an email, send it to your list. Write another email, send that email, and so on. You'll probably be on the email list of a few people who do it well. People who you've never met, but whose emails you read often and that you feel disarmingly familiar with. It's not rocket science, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. We can all write an email. The difficult bit is to keep writing them, week in, week out, forever. I know lots of people who've made the decision to get started with the strategy. They spend a couple of days writing their first fantastic email and send it out. But then someone replies telling them they can put their emails where the sun doesn't shine, and that knocks their confidence. They struggle with the tricky second email, and then they just drift. Now they haven't sent an email for months. If you're going to get started, here's my simple ABC of relationship marketing through email. So A is the right audience. Write these down, A, B, C. So if you're familiar with market message media, the 3 M's, you'll know that who you send your emails to is more important than what you say. So building the right audience is key. Now you might have email addresses for past customers and unconverted prospects, and you might be able to buy some data or use LinkedIn to find some, or get someone to use the internet to build your list of the right people to email. Once you've got this, you need to get that list into your CRM so you can actually send them some emails rather than just having them on a spreadsheet on your computer or a box of business cards under your desk. And of course, your list is constantly going to shrink. That's the nature of emailing. People will unsubscribe, people sell their businesses, people retire. So you need to develop a process that helps to keep building your audience over time. B is all about sending interesting broadcasts. Because it's much easier to build relationships if you're not selling. Nobody likes being sold to, but they do love to buy. So if you can focus on the relationships for a while, the sales will come. Now, the thing with nurture copy is it isn't always easy to write, and I see a lot of people getting it wrong. They either try to sell or they talk about politics or religion, the sort of stuff that's going to alienate your audience rather than pull it closer towards you. Your email should be entertaining and interesting so they drive readership and engagement, and they should tell your readers something about you so that over time they get a real picture of who you are and what you're about. The thing is, if you've been in business more than 5 minutes, you probably already know this. And if you're like most people, it's the next step where the problem lies. Because part C is all about creating consistency. Consistency is the key to relationship building. It's like the difference between the friend you made when you're on holiday when you were 12 and the friend who you went to secondary school with every day for 7 years. One is a distant memory, and you've seen the other one 10 times already this year, even if most of them were over Zoom. So to create consistency, you really need to someone making sure that it happens. Someone who's by your side, making sure that you don't run out of steam and that sending this week's email doesn't keep getting pushed down your to-do list. And like so much in life, knowing what you need to do isn't enough. If you're serious about making it happen, you need someone to help. That's why personal trainers are so popular. Most people know what they need to do to lose a bit of weight, but actually doing it on their own is difficult. With someone alongside them, they find success. And of course, it's helpful if the person alongside them is experienced and knowledgeable too, so they can bring something more to the table than just a bit of moral support. And that's the role we play with our Ink email clients. So I can give you some real world advice on how to identify someone who's going to make regular relationship building emails a key part of your marketing strategy. So I've got 6 steps to success with finding a partner, and I'm going to share them with you now. So step 1 is finding someone who does it themselves. Now this is an important one, because you wouldn't go trawling through page 7 of Google results looking for an SEO company. So why would you entrust your email marketing to anyone who doesn't take it seriously enough to do it for themselves? Step 2, you need an expert in nurture copy, not sales copy. Because these are two very, very different things. And not everyone can quite capture the easy nature of copy designed to build and cement relationships rather than just selling something. Step 3, you need someone who understands the technical stuff. Because using CRMs, picking the right one for your list size or your industry, staying on the right side of GDPR, SPF records, avoiding being blacklisted, all of that good stuff. You need someone who understands it all. Step 4, you need someone who's got experience of actually doing this for other people. And the reason for that, you don't want to play guinea pig here. You want someone who's got a track record of not doing this for just their own business, but for doing it for other people as well. Step 5, you want someone who understands that they're going to be doing this with you, not for you. What I mean by that is, if someone's sending generic email out to your list on your behalf, they're just ticking a box. The emails need to be inspired by you, your life, your stories, your thoughts, your opinions. And anyone who's sending emails without working with you on the content is missing the point, and the results are going to reflect this. And step 6, you need someone who backs themselves to make it work. You don't want a company who are going to drown you in T's and C's and contracts, who want to tie you in for a 12-month contract or minimum term just to work with you. Because if you're not enjoying working with them, then you need to stop, or you risk permanently damaging the relationship with your audience. Now, the only reason I'm able to give you all of this advice is because I'm an email specialist used to partnering with business owners to make this simple strategy work in their businesses. And look, it might be that you've heard enough. You know what the strategy is, you understand how simple it is, and you're going to go and give it a go by yourself. You're probably the type of person who'd hit the gym without a personal trainer, and you're very capable of putting this to work. If that's the case, then good luck to you. Add me to your list and let me know how you get on. I'd love nothing more for this training to have a positive impact on your business. But if you know that you're not going to get this off the ground without some help, then stick around for a couple more minutes and let's see if working with me and my team might be a good fit for you. So now I'm going to run back through my 6 steps to success and the factors you should be considering when looking for a partner. And I'm going to share how Ink Marketing measures up to each one. So step 1, find someone who actually does it themselves. So I've been sending out my thrice weekly emails, so 3 emails a week, for over 2 years without missing a single one. I write them all myself, and I've even had 2 children in that time. Cards on the table, I first started dabbling with weekly emails about 5 years ago, but for the first 2 or 3 years, I didn't really nail the consistency. Some weeks I'd send them, some weeks I wouldn't. What made the biggest difference for me, and something we do with our clients, is to send the email on the same day each week. Now, step number 2, you need someone who's an expert in nurture copy, not sales copy. And my team are nurture copy specialists. It's what they do all day long. If you were after someone to write you the best performing sales letter in the world, I probably wouldn't refer you to them. But there's nobody writing better stuff for multiple businesses in such a variety of industries. Step 3, you need someone who understands all the technical stuff. And that's us. We work with a range of different CRMs, including ActiveCampaign, Infusionsoft, MailChimp, MailerLite, SendGrid. And we send hundreds of thousands of emails every single month, so we know what it takes to get our clients' messages into inbox and read without running into deliverability problems. Step 4, you need someone who's actually got experience of doing this for other people. And we've been writing print newsletters and emails for our clients since 2018. And I think we made most of our mistakes in the first 6 months. Now we've got all of our processes now, we've got a great team and fantastic systems in place for you to walk straight into. Step number 5, you need someone who understands they're going to be working with you, not for you. Because experience has taught us how to work with our clients to get what we need from them in the minimum possible time. A quick call or Zoom or an email or a WhatsApp message, and we get what we need for the next email. We'd never write anything without input from you, and we don't need much to create something you'll be proud to have your name on. And step 6 is finding someone who backs themselves to make it work, not a company who wants to tie you in for a 12-month contract. And working with Ink Marketing could not be easier. There's no terms and conditions, no minimum term, no contracts, no nothing. We even bill weekly in line with the work you're paying us for, so you can cancel with just 7 days notice. So that's us. If you're ready to move forward with email marketing in your business with a real focus on building long-lasting relationships with your audience and making your business much more resilient to recessions and pandemics, then getting started could not be easier. All you need to do is hit the button below this video and make payment for your first email. It's only £100 plus VAT, and once you've made that payment, we'll reach out to schedule a short conversation so we can start sending your emails. Thanks very much for watching. Nick here from Ink Marketing, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.